the length of a forearm.
I'm gonna walk over to
Like a short sword?
Probably more like a dagger.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Rixus and say, "Hey, good morning, buddy. Are you happy to see me, or you got a fang in your pocket?"
I have a fang in my pocket.
All right, so
before I exit, I forgot who their tent. Can I like investigate in it?
yeah, give me an investigation check.
Oh, good. We're gonna rob the halflings.
Probably.
Just I don't want to like rustle through things per se, but just enough to like see what I can see. Okay, nothing. Got it.
Yeah, you find a few furs, a little bit of miscellaneous food, but there doesn't really seem to be much in there. And it is Oren's tent. Oren is the leader.
Oren. Okay.
All right,
I'm
so
also
yeah,
gonna leave a silver piece on the pillow.
Ooh, no mint.
I don't have any mints.
All right, you guys.
Thanks, Oren. Appreciate you letting me sleep here.
Yeah, you guys all awake, rested. Willow is tending to her beasts. As you have awakened, it seems like all the halflings have kind of gotten around long before you. Bundrigo is sitting around the fire, just munching away on some food. You see a couple halflings off to the side that seem to be sparring with wooden swords, and Oren and I forget this guy's name, Dell, are just kind of chilling around the fire. Seem to be having a bit of a hushed conversation amongst themselves.
Which one is Oren? This one?
No, the two here. One in the red.
Oren and Dell.
Yeah, Oren is this guy, and Dell is the druid-looking fellow. Mikey, what's going on, dude? Was there anything else you guys wanted to do here, or will you be moving on?
They're having a conversation, right? Can we hear what they're saying?
They're speaking pretty hushedly. Give me a perception check.
15.
You're catching a couple of whispers here and there, but it's hard to make out exactly what their conversation's about.
Wilrose has no shame. He's gonna walk right up behind them, put his arms over both their shoulders, say, "What you guys chatting about?"
Oh, boards.
Give me a perception check, Brian. Wilrose.
Perception.
All right, as you kind of butt in, you hear Dal saying to Oren, but will these weapons be enough? And he kind of looks up at you, startled. Oh, I see you're finally awake.
Yeah, beautiful tent you have there. I left you a little gift on your pillow for your allowing me to use your room.
Nods at you.
What did he say? What did I catch him say at the tail end of this conversation? Will the weapons be enough?
Yes. He seemed to kind of be cut off mid-sentence as you walked up and he noticed you.
Okay. I'm not going to mention anything like that I heard him talk about. So I'm going to say, you guys have any other interesting adventures for us? Master Rain would be quite delighted.
Oren looks up at you and, no, I think that we are quite well off at the moment. We do appreciate your assistance with those bandits again, though. It was a great help to us.
No problem. Make sure you take good care of our horse friends here. They seem to have been through some troubles, but I think they'll recover.
Absolutely. I noticed that you left behind your other beast friend when you departed yesterday. Will you be leaving him as well? No, the Rosera's horse. Or I guess you guys had a cart too. You guys took one cart, right?
One cart and horse, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we'll hold on to that one if unless you have a reason to need it.
I don't think we have any particular need. And the other carts should still be waiting for us at the cave, so, or at least as you described them. So we will probably have more than enough transportation capacity.
Did we not fashion? I think we fashioned all the carts to the horses when we brought them.
Did you? I thought you guys decided to bring one cart.
Pretty sure we
I might. Okay.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter then.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, they have the carts
Either
then.
All right. Well, I will walk away from them and let them know that if they ever need us to send an owl into what do you call it, and ask the barkeep, he'll always be able to find us.
As you walk past the two halflings over here that are sparring, you notice that they seem to be sparring with swords that are carved from wood, but they seem to have an odd charred quality to them.
I'll mention that to the group.
Charred sword.
Do they smell recently charred?
You wouldn't be able to tell from a distance, I don't think.
Everyone would smell their swords.
Yep.
Will Rose doesn't have any interest in those swords or their whatever they're doing, but anybody else is more than welcome to check them out. And if somebody else does go check them out, Will Rose will probably join you, but he's not going to initiate a conversation with you.
So start walking over, curious as to what the non-coward bard. Too many cowards in this party, according to Erixus. He'll walk over and so he's just gonna stand completely, perfectly still, not moving, not blinking, just staring at these two sparring for an uncomfortable amount of time.
Give me a perception check.
How do it for Rexus? Because if you do it for 10 minutes, I want to do detect magic while you're doing that.
Let's do perception first.
I mean, you probably...
Great roll.
How long can I stand without blinking?
saving throw.
Yeah, give me a con saving throw. That's just what I was thinking.
Noise.
Saving throw, or it doesn't matter.
Yeah, man, your eyes might fall out.
Oh, you're all day staring.
10.5 minutes.
I will stare at them for the amount of time it takes Zorkrus to cast Detect Magic.
All right, so 10 minutes it takes me to ritual cast it.
With a smile on my face. And not moving.
All right, they kind of continue with their kind of light sparring activities and kind of glancing over their shoulders, looking behind them every chance they get, wondering like, what the heck is this guy staring at us? After 10 minutes goes by, they're still at it, still deeply unsettled by Erixus staring at them. And Zorkrus, you'd finally notice that the swords do appear to have a magical quality.
I'm going to message Erexus and go, yo, those swords, they're glowing. There's magic in them.
Erixus says, your swords are magic.
They stop a little startled, and the hushed whispers from Del and Orin stop, and they seem to have their attention on you now as well. Excuse me?
Can I show you something? You seem to like magic weapons. Can I show you something? I'm not speaking to anyone in particular, I'm just saying it out loud, see if anyone answers.
Yeah, this guy here, he kind of looks puzzled. Yes?
So Rixus holds out his right hand, and he whistles a strangely metered, yet somehow melodic tune. And a massive sledgehammer appears in his right hand, and it's almost incorporeal. It's a little bit wispy on the ends. It's got green and purple just kind of like pulsing through it. but now he's holding this massive sledgehammer. And he says, "I have one too.
See,
Where did you get yours? And I'll tell you where I got mine."
We brought these with us from the wood of trees in our home of the Amtar Forest.
Rich just kind of like looks back over his shoulder at Rain and says, "What are these beings talking about?"
have I ever seen anything like that before?
Give me a
Hey, sorry, I gotta jump off for a little bit, but I'll be back. I gotta jump
Okay.
on a work thing, so I'll be back when I can.
all right.
Thanks. Sorry.
I'm inclined to say nature. I feel like there's a better check for this though.
History? Yeah, there you go. You and me, Zorkers.
Give me a nature check, Rain.
Nature. A 12.
So you do vaguely recognize the kind of silvery patterns that seem to be threaded throughout the wood, and you remember seeing these on the previously when you yourself left the Amtar Forest.
That was more what Erixus meant. Like, what is the forest?
What?
Oh, what is the
That was
forest?
really- yeah, I mean, like, Erixus was more like curious if Rain knew like why this forest might be magical, as opposed to any specific qualities of the wood, the wood on the swords. But hey, whatever Rain tells me, I will use against the halflings.
What was your question, Rain?
Oh no, I was trying to repeat exactly what you said while it was still in my brain.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's seen. You've definitely seen this before. The same charred kind of wood. It seems to have an additional property kind of woven into it, but you're not really familiar with what it is or what it does.
So Erixus will say, "Well, that gives me zero information," and I kind of like move my right hand, and the sledgehammer goes away, and now there's a long sword in my hand. I said, "So I'll ask again. I'll ask again. I don't hear the answer. What are you good for? Why are you practicing?"
Just keeping up on our blade work. Always good to have a good defense prepared.
So Arcus goes, "Hey, what does those swords do?"
We're not entirely sure. We, long ago, when we were driven from the Amtar Forest, our village was burned down, but we managed to salvage a few things the next day. We tried to hew down some of the trees that were left standing, though charred, in hopes to use them for crafting things to transport our various supplies with that we had left. But when we hit these, we found that they hurt us. And so we decided to take some of the wood and learn to craft it into weapons. We're still not entirely sure what they do, but we know that they hurt a little extra when you hit something with them.
If you would like, I'm pretty good at looking at what things do. It takes me 10 minutes, and I have to hold the item, but I can tell you exactly what it does when I'm done.
He kind of looks nervously over at Oren, and Oren looks back at him and just gives him a nod, and he reaches out and hands the sword to you.
All right, I take my pearl and put it right into the middle of my forehead, and ritual cast Identify.
I'm imagining you like the Johnny Carson.
Yep. Great Houdini. The Carsini.
All right. You wait the 10 minutes, and you discover that These are as they describe. They appear to be charred wood. There is some sort of other material that seems silvery threaded material that seems to be woven throughout the charred, almost petrified wood. It's very hard, almost as hard as a steel sword, and you'd bet that it would do almost as well in combat as virtually any other weapon made of metal. So you identify these as Amtari swords. They grant +1 to the magical weapon, and additionally they deal a 1d4 poison damage on a hit.
I'm going to tell them exactly what it is and go, hey, do you have any extra of this wood that you guys will be willing to sell?
Orin steps up and says, we do not have many of these. I am a little hesitant to part with them as, well, they are virtually all that we have left of our home out here in the wilds. What would you be willing to give us for one?
You know, we did rescue you guys, and we did help you guys, you know, with those bandits. I don't want to rip you off, but this is something that might be beneficial for us later. You tell me what you think is fair, and we'll discuss it. If not, maybe we'll come back another time and we'll rediscuss it now, again, or later. But, you know, something that we need for the future will be pretty good for us.
Yeah, he thinks about it for a moment. Well, you've already provided us with these many good beasts and the carts and access to all of the various supplies. How about 50 gold?
Sure. I'll give him 50 gold.
Magic swords for 50 gold?
No, it's the wood, not the sword.
No, it's a sword.
Oh, all right.
They have crafted swords. They don't have extra wood.
All right, so I'll take one for 50.
Yo, what's going on, Sabby? We are playing on Roll20.
Before we go,
Roll20.net.
how many are they selling? How many would they part with?
You don't know. How many are you guys trying to buy?
I think anyone who uses a sword routinely in combat. What kind of swords are they? Are they like long swords, short swords, finesse weapons? What do they look like?
Sorry, I didn't include that. They are basically a +1 short sword with the 1d4 poison damage.
I was going to give this to either Ferelin or to Rosera.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the rogues. But do they both use rapiers?
Dan uses rapiers and he dual wields them. That's also for the finesse quality so that he can use dex.
Or I may give it to Wolros too.
He uses a rapier too.
On top of that, Rosera just got that +1 short or +1 longbow. So I think she's kind of tending a little more towards archer now. But
yeah, but Brian could use it, I think, right? Because he could
yeah, I mean, anybody could use them.
Why we shouldn't buy a +1 short sword for 50 gold?
Right, I already paid for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I am the DM, Savvy.
Is more my question. Should we try to get one more? Do we ask them, or do we want to? I mean, I don't particularly want one.
The only people that would use it are the rogues and Brian. Does Rain use it?
Maybe. I don't think Dribbers can use.
For the most part.
What?
Rain is here.
I know, so I asked him.
I use my teeth when I'm fighting for the most part.
No, we know you don't want it, Shin.
Shin might want it to supplement his polearm. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's very confused. No, all right, let's get to one. Let's get one and bounce out.
Yeah, I did. I spent the money, handed it over.
All right. You have... I don't have a handout for this. If you want to just add a +1 short sword from the compendium, and
I'm
then
gonna
just
put it right in Wilros's belt. So
okay. I'll let him know then to add it to a sheet and add the 1d4 poison on top of it.
yeah,
I really wish Roll20 had a way for you to make custom items beyond
Right,
just like a text handout. I wish I could make things and add it to like a custom compendium so that you guys could just drag custom magic items. But
I just suggested that in the Roll20 survey that I got in the mail.
oh, nice. As far as I can tell, it doesn't exist, which is unfortunate.
they don't want you to steal things from other books.
Yeah, that's probably it. Is that they don't want you? They don't want you to,
that's very true.
Create, a thing, which is
You
dumb
make it
because
do it yourself. Yeah.
it's also a lot of work though to do that kind of shit. So
People would do it,
at that
though.
point- of course they would.
Yeah.
You think I would have bought the Salt Marsh book for Endless End if I could get away with it?
Hell no.
All right, I'm gonna text Brian, tell him he has a fancy new sword.
All right. Brian will get this, or Willis will get the sword then. And yeah, these guys just kind of go back to what they were doing. If you guys are all set, then we can go ahead and start heading back to Hallara.
Cool. How long is the ride on the cart?
You're just about an hour away from Hallara. It's not super long.
When we're on the cart sitting, could I take time to write my scroll into my spell book? I don't know if it takes an hour or two.
I think it's 2 hours. If you want to double check that, if it's an hour, you can. I
It's probably
believe it's 2 hours.
So, yeah, so I'll do it another day.
All right, you guys begin to make your way back towards Hallara. They are not here. Arixis, as you guys begin heading down the road, I assume everybody is riding on the cart.
Yeah, so
That depends. Is rain in the shape of an animal?
Oh, not yet. I'm not.
Then yes, I am riding on the cart.
All right. As you guys are riding along down the road, Arixis, you begin to feel your vision fade a little bit, and you kind of like squint your eyes and squeeze them and rub them a little bit, and it kind of wears off and kind of fades back in, and it seems to kind of come and go for a minute, and after a minute or two, your vision slowly begins to just fade completely to black.
I'm laughing while this happens.
As your vision begins to fade, you hear the familiar sounds of Yoven's tune echoing in your mind, and it slowly begins to take a different shape, and as the sounds begin to almost fade away out of your mind entirely, one note rises above all the others, a high, shrill, piercing note that it's almost uncomfortable even for you, even having listened to Yoven's song for decades now. You begin to feel a new feeling. You don't see this. Your vision remains dark. You can't really see anything around you. You don't hear it. You begin to feel within the back of your mind the color red. And as you slowly grow accustomed to this new thread, your vision returns back, and you find yourself once again riding along on the cart with your friends.
Oh, fun. That's what I say.
Like
Oh,
you were
fun.
out of it.
You look like you were out of it.
Yeah, I look the same every day, except when I change how I look. But you were more weird than usual.
No, believe me, I was fine. Everything's fine.
Your eyes rolled to the back of your head, and your tongue was out of your mouth, worse than usual.
Yes, I know. It's fine. Trust me.
Look fine. I do insight check to see if he's full of baloney on that one.
Sure.
Okay. Insight. Natural one. Oh, right.
You believe him pretty wholly. He seems fine.
Ooh.
He believes himself to be fine.
Weirdo.
So Erixus, at being called a weirdo, will. Do I have anything to eat? I don't feel like digging through that hack. Erixus just licks the back of his hand.
You lick the back of your hand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. As you guys make your way a little bit further down the road, you finally come back upon the familiar gates of Hallara and make your way into the city. What would you guys like to do?
What time of day is it now? Like early afternoon?
It's still pretty early in the morning. You guys got a decently early start, even waiting for Wilros to wake up. And it was a pretty short ride over here, just about an hour back.
Sorry to double back on this. There's nothing else aside the color red, right? That came through that vision for me.
That's all you got at this time.
How fun.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go see if the mayor has anything? Do you want to go shopping for stuff? We got a lot of money.
Rixus says, "Well, so long," and then just starts walking away from everyone.
You broke up a little bit. He says what?
Says, "Well, so long," and
So long.
starts walking towards, the main part of the city.
Okay. Was there anything that anybody wanted to purchase in particular? Did you guys want to head to the mayor's office again?
Well, I always be curious about the magic shop to see if they have any new spells or anything, and then the mayor's office always works.
All right. Yeah, if you wanted to head to the magic shop. Believe you were headed, I believe before you went to the incantation, it was the owner there, Hazu, that procured that pearl for you previously. He would greet you guys again and say, "Welcome back, friends. What can I provide for you today?"
The usual, looking for some magic items or scrolls, something interesting.
I still am pretty limited on my supply of spell scrolls. Are you looking for inscribed scrolls, or are you looking for blank scrolls to inscribe?
Inscribed scrolls would be nice. But those blanks would be good too. I could write some up for people.
Well, if you're looking for blank scrolls, I do have several first level spells available. Those are 100 gold a piece. And if you are looking for some inscribed scrolls, I believe I do have a couple, but they're going to be pretty pricey. I'm not sure if you're looking to drop this kind of coin today.
I don't know. We've been doing pretty good. What do you got?
All right, I do have a first level spell scroll. One moment. Roll20 is being extremely slow right now. I do have a level 1 spell scroll of Thunder Wave. And a level 2 spell scroll of Shatter.
Shatter.
Matter. How much are these scrolls?
The level 1 scroll is 200 gold, and the level 2 scroll is 600.
Man, if I didn't spend freaking 50 on the sword, I would have had enough. All right. I appreciate.
Always be selfish.
What?
Always be selfish.
No, I know. I like both of those scrolls, but I could get a little more coin. I'll be back. I like doing business with you, Hazu.
All right, they will likely be here waiting.
Thank you, Brian.
I mean that before you guys leave. If you guys are thinking about leaving, don't. Let me know.
Okay. I think Zorkris was the only one that was interested in coming here, so...
So as you guys are turning around, a somehow filthy dirty, completely disheveled looking Erixus, how long are you guys in here? Probably 5 minutes? That's how long it took Erixus to apparently go dumpster diving. He runs in screaming, wait! Do you have anything red?
I have a couple potions of healing. These have a pretty deep red hue. It seems a little lost. I don't really have anything red, I suppose.
Erixus turns his head to the one side as if he's listening very intently. Says, "No, idiot, wrong," and he walks out.
I look back at Hazu. You don't see something like that every day, do you?
No, that might actually be a first for me.
Me too. Jeez, this town's going to hell sometimes. Have a good day, man. And I walk out.
Erixus, as you walk out, Erixus, loud enough for Hazu to hear, says, "Hello, Zorkris. It's good to see you again."
Hey, friend, let's go.
So I'm now just muttering to myself about the color red and how insane it is that there's just simply no red. All of Holera, no red. Red. There's no red. They call him red. It says red. I heard red. There's red. There's no red. That's what people are hearing as I'm kind of like walking through the town.
All right, was there anything else anybody else wanted to do in particular?
Is there actually anything like noticeably red around?
Around the town, not really. It tends to be more so pretty muted colors. There's not really any brightly colored houses or anything. Most of the houses around are old and slightly graying wood or made of stone.
I would say if I could imagine a color for Holera, it would be brown.
Yeah, it's a pretty muted town. It's a combination of a lot of damage that was done during the spell plague only about 20 years ago, and ongoing restoration efforts and kind of general city beautification that's still in the process of restoring some sections of the city. And just in general, they don't really seem to be a very flashy people.
Would Erixus remember the color of Carmir's robes?
I believe his robes were more blue. Nope, they are red.
Hey now. So Erixus snaps his fingers and goes, "I got it!" And then says nothing else, but is now like standing straight up. It is you're an all-star. Did somebody say hey now?
You did.
So yeah, so he's now like standing straight up. He's no longer like. He still looks fairly disheveled.
Yeah, roll 20 is pretty good.
There's
Has a couple shortcomings here and there, but it's pretty easy to use.
Something to think about. A lead, and he would announce at this point to everyone that Ericus would say, "I need something red." The music plays red. I respond. I find red. Red. Who has something red?
I take out my winter blanket that's red and give it to him.
Ericus listens to the blanket. No, not quite. But thank you.
Take my blanket back.
So yeah, so let's see, how would I say this in a way that doesn't well, here we go. So now Ericus kind of like he's calm-ish, but he's still like stomping back and forth. If you can think of like a professor who's just lecturing a class would be Ericus saying, so none of you hear the music, but I suspect that some of you feel the music. Yes, feel it. I hear and feel it. I can see it. I can draw it. I can show you, but no, the last person I showed didn't fare too well. So, what I need is something red. The movement shifted. I am now different. You can see it. And he flicks his right hand again. And now in his right hand is a dagger. Again, kind of like wispy, not totally corporeal, green and purple, but it's without a doubt there. And he says, look, it's real. And he cuts a little bit on the back of his own hand to kind of show you that it is indeed a real weapon. It's not an illusion. And he keeps ranting. The music is different. I am different. You are all different. You can't hear it, feel it. Maybe you can. And he points kind of like between Shin and Zorkris, as he says, maybe you can. And he kind of like just stops it, dead still, stares at everyone and says, his robes are red. I need to speak with him. And then stops, excitedly, looking for responses and everyone's enthusiasm to match his.
Whose robes are red, crazy person?
Never mind, you don't feel music.
You cut your hand, you wacko. You're bleeding all over the place.
Oh, it's nothing. It's flesh wounds.
That is red.
He has a point.
So Rick just looks at his hand, and indeed his blood is red. But shakes his head off and goes, no, it's not that. It's not that at all. And Rick will say, well, no matter. When he's back, remind me that I need to speak with him.
Who?
No names. It says, when he's back, remind me that I need to speak with him.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and walk forward.
All right, where are you guys heading to next?
Go to the mayor, see if there's anything to do. Then if anybody want to buy anything, get some potions or stuff. Where are our drives?
Gabe, can we say we resolve the change from like offline? Do we want to go to the store? I'm happy to do that there.
Resolve what?
My armor change.
Oh, either way, I wasn't necessarily intending that we had to resolve that in game, but it's up to you.
Cool. No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I have a better way to do that later.
Okay. I guess also he kind of presented a piece of it, but just to kind of clearly state for everybody, Adam did want to rework his character a little bit, just to get out of the mundane warlock Eldritch Blast miss loop of warlock mundanity. So we did respec his character slightly. He is still a warlock, and obviously he is still the usual kooky Erixus, but he has classed slightly differently into his warlock.
So now I can Eldritch Blast miss, melee attack miss.
Oh, there you go.
Basically.
It's a whole new world of variety here. I'm excited.
That's amazing.
So yeah, relatively minor changes. Basically, he can, he is a hexblade now, so he can pull a hexblade, an ethereal hexblade,
Sweet.
and
Fuck.
melee attack.
Awesome. Now I could firebolt miss.
You could sacred flame save. Sacred flame save.
Yeah, firebolt miss.
Yoga flame.
Yoga.
We gotta help. We gotta help Zorker save up for a shatter.
Well, I have
Shatter scroll.
588 gold, but I spent 50 for Brian.
I would have lent you 12 gold.
Nah, it's all right. I don't want shatter yet anyway.
All right, you guys make your way up to the mayor's office.
We'll go to the board.
The board is empty.
Down to Raleigh.
Yeah, is Ralny here?
He is.
Erixus barges in and says, "I need to speak with him."
She was a little bit focused on Zorkris and kind of startled turns and, "I'm sorry, speak with who?" Your mic cut out a little bit. Who?
Oh, hold on one second.
I think that's what he was going for.
So my kid ran at the second night. Yeah, Erixus, as she says, "Who?" Erixus just screams again, "Him!"
Don't mind my friend. He's having a day. Is there anything that new up and about that we could look into? We have downtime.
She kind of glances around the room, even though you've just entered, and as you can tell, the room seems to be completely empty. It seems odd, but she almost seems a little on edge, and she kind of leans over her desk. Yes, I do have something, but we must be sure to keep this very quiet. Do I have your discretion?
She would hear Erixus in her brain saying, "Just tell me."
She seems a little put off,
Hey, Dan's
but
here.
Hello.
Hey there.
Whoa.
Yo.
Oh man, you missed it.
Let me get
What'd
you
I
a
miss?
token.
All of it.
I missed all of it.
Yes.
I saw the important part.
What was the important part?
I don't know. The part that I saw.
We were
Okay.
gonna get you a fancy new toy.
Where you
but we
murdered a
didn't
bunch
do
of
it.
drow.
There's only two of them, and they almost killed us. And everything went dark for a little while.
Yeah, the drow were a couple sessions ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. She kind of continues and leans further over the desk and kind of nods for Zorkris to step up as close as possible. Listen,
Seeing this happening, Erixus just kind of like hovers over her, like very uncomfortably close.
listen, and I must say this again, this must not leave this room. I previously said that the mayor was out. I am beginning to believe that he may have also gone missing. He has not been seen for several days now. He has not been to the office. He has not been seen around his home. And I fear that something may have befallen him. And I'm hoping that I can trust you guys to discreetly look into this matter.
Where was the last he's been? We've been here like for the past 4 days and we haven't seen sign of him at all.
Yes, I have not seen him for... She kind of thinks for a minute and kind of counts on her fingers. I believe, 8 or 9 days. It has been quite a while. I don't believe that he's been seen by anybody else since then either.
Arixis points at her and yells, "Where were you 8 days ago?
Please keep your voice down.
Where were you 8 days ago?"
We're gonna need something to tell us where to start. Where should we go? Where was he last seen?
I was here. The last time that I saw him was here in the office. He had gone about his normal daily business and left at the end of the day, and then he did not show up again the next.
I start walking up to his office and say, "All right, let's go in. Let's take a look."
She kind of follows quickly behind you. All right, I can let you in, but again, you must speak of this to no one.
Arixis asked her what color the mayor was wearing when last she saw him.
She tries to rack her brain for a moment, and I do not remember.
What color is she wearing? That's right. What is she wearing?
What are you wearing?
She's just kind of wearing like a pretty plain green dress with like a kind of like a cape thrown over her shoulders. Not really a cape, but like a I don't know what the right word is, but well, I mean it's like a cloak but without a hood. Like it's kind of like a cape, but
I'm gonna transform into the mayor, but looking like the king in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood with the big red crown and the big red robe. And I'm gonna smile at
Okay.
Richard and then change right back to a human.
There's no reason why I wouldn't be able to see right through. I watch him transform, right?
yeah.
I only did it for you. It's like a split-second type of thing.
In your head, you hear me calling you an idiot.
I message you back. There you go. All right, let's go in.
Kind of waves you all in. Please, quickly.
Arixis very slowly paces around. I want to check out his desk.
Does the mayor also have his own residence in that city?
Yes, he does.
We'll go there next.
The mayor.
I'm gonna give Arixis some guidance when he dishevels and goes through this whole desk.
You mean he's not in here? Angry at us for barging in?
He's
Maybe
not.
like that one guy.
Come on, I'm not going to pull the same trick twice. Give me a little credit.
Yeah.
Give me investigation check. Is anyone helping him?
I gave him guidance.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
One. All right.
1d4, yeah.
I'm gonna try to. Sometimes the global skill modifier doesn't work. I'm gonna try it. Oh,
There you
we
go.
That works.
Wow. You search every nook and cranny of this room. No one's really sure whether you're genuinely interested in finding out more about the mayor or if you're just looking for something red. But you shuffle through every single paper, every drawer in the desk and the bookshelf. You start ripping off books from the bookshelves down here, looking through them, flipping through pages randomly. You don't really find anything. All the papers on his desk, around his desk, and the drawers, they all seem to be related to kind of general business of the cities, purchase orders, and things of that nature. There doesn't really seem to be anything of his personal business or anything of that sort.
Rix just kind of like walks around and sits on the desk and puts his head in his hands. Just he looks up, he's almost crying and says, "There's nothing red." And also the mayor is just about business here. Boring man. I vote we leave. He kind of just like, he's sad Charlie Brown walks towards the door.
I mean, I know where the mayor lives, so I asked Raleigh if we could have entrance to his residence.
She responds, you are welcome to attempt to gain entrance. I cannot be responsible for sanctioning such a thing, but I myself do not have access to his residence. So
Got it.
if
Pick the
there,
locks.
if there was any method by which you are able to enter freely, by all means. I truly believe that something ill has befallen him.
Last time we did this, we almost got killed. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a refresher on the last couple of weeks.
I'll be right back.
What specifically? So, I know that while watching my stream, you caught the foray into the someone's mic's giving me feedback. I'm not sure who it is. I know you caught the foray into the cavern with the bandits, and at least a little bit of the fight with the drow. You know that they found a letter, and I'm sure they would disclose this to you. They translated the letter, and it seemed to be from somebody else who was instructing them to move into the area, and there was a partially composed response to whoever that person was, telling them that they had moved into the area and were preparing to next take over Zondar Keep. After that, Carmir visited you guys and tasked you with retrieving some teeth from an animal at the bottom of a cave that turned out to be a Tarask.
That's the weird. Wait. Oh, right. Carmir is the person or the thing that we met at the very beginning of the campaign, right?
Yes, he is the wizard. He finally revealed himself to you guys as well.
Okay.
Beyond just the book that he had been speaking through.
Okay.
And he tasked you with that. Everybody made it down there.
Tarask teeth?
Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't catch that session?
No, I didn't catch that. Okay.
All right, I'll give you a quick look at the map. Roll 20, just... Sorry, reloading. I'm not sure what just happened there. Just kicked me back to the login page.
Ooh. So that was the thing that they were trying to negotiate, or trying to figure out how they were going to get away with these teeth and not die, right?
Yeah, not necessarily negotiate, but just make it out with the
Yeah,
with the teeth and fighting all of the
session,
the monsters.
Was trying to decide if they were going to negotiate with the monsters or just if they had no choice but to kill them.
Yeah. Are you able to see this?
Oh, that's cool. Yep, that's a Tarask skeleton. Those teeth are probably the size of me.
No, I have one. They're only about the size of a dagger.
Oh, okay. No, those teeth are the size of rain.
They're a nice forearm size.
What's that?
They're nice forearm size.
Yeah, jeez.
All right, and that's pretty much it. You guys, you'd been tasked by the local band of halflings to clear out the bandits from that cave, and so you were kind of returned back there. And then at the beginning of the session, we kind of wrapped things up there and came back to Halora here.
And the cave that the halflings tasked them with clearing out, that was the one with the Tarask in it, or that was the one with the drow?
The bandits, the drow.
Oh, okay. And the crew told me about the letter?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Oh, okay.
Zorkris translated it from Thieves' Cant and provided everybody with the basic translation.
Did he show it to me, or just like, well, oh, okay. Are we acting as if Falaren was there, or
you were MIA?
Yeah. So,
as far as things are concerned, so
information afterwards.
I would assume that at this point they would have, seeing you again, they would begin to relay this information.
Okay. What's up?
You're ready. I'm ready. And also, who's cleaning up the table?
I'll deal with it.
Huh?
I'll deal with it.
Okay. The dishwasher's dirty.
I will be right back. We gotta deal with a sick baby.
All right. So you guys are headed to the mayor's house then? Is Lebo back yet?
In case I'm not back in time for it, I'm gonna roll the sleight of hand and thieves' tools checks. Which ones would you want?
I'm
Just
back. Do you need
right.
guidance?
Yeah, go
take
ahead and
it.
give him guidance. A thieves' tool check to unlock the door and with guidance.
So, and do I need a perception or investigation to check if there are traps first?
If you're checking for traps, investigation.
Oh shit! All right. He'll give me.
Boom.
And then,
Give you guidance again.
assuming I don't see anything, I'm gonna roll a Dex Thieves Tool check, and I will be right back.
Okay.
We're at the mayor's house, I assume?
Yeah, I just posed the question, but yes, if you guys are ready, we will make our way over there. Get the tokens. All right, this is the mayor's house. Let's go ahead and take a real fast break. Hopefully, maybe Brian can get back, and maybe Dan can rejoin us for the heist.
Ooh, it's a heist.
Heist.
All right.
All right.
I had spell slot.
So yeah, just a quick 2-minute break. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. All right, back in just 1 second, guys. Gonna grab a drink, use the restroom real quick,
nice.
and we will be right back. So let's go ahead and get back into it then.
That's sweet.
All right, so you guys make your way to the mayor's house. Dan pre-rolled, but is there any particular scouting or anything you guys want to do before busting down the front door?
I would like. Do we have any rogues with us?
We have Dan.
Dan.
But is he like with us or is he out?
He's with us now.
I mean, I can play him for a minute if there's something specific you want to do.
I want to send him in ahead of us, and if he would agree, I would make him invisible. Or if he unlocks the door, whoever goes in first, Erixus announces that he'll make them invisible.
I'm going to send Bobo to fly around the house a little bit to see if he sees anything. I'm going to hold on to Shin's shoulder while I do that.
Oh yeah, and if we're heisting, I'm gonna pass it on Trace.
All right. You can go ahead and make your way around with Bobo if you want. If he is, give me a perception check for Bobo.
He's +3. Okay. 8.
He doesn't see much. Most of the windows seem to be unshuttered and uncurtained, but it's kind of hard to see inside. There doesn't really seem to be much light in there. Just going around the perimeter outside, there isn't really much to see. Just 4 plain stone walls, and that's basically all there is.
Not that much around, guys. Everything's boarded up and dark inside. Let's go in.
I pre-rolled my stealth, so I assume that I have a 20 for all intents and purposes.
21, yeah. All right. Anybody who is trying to sneak in, go ahead and give me a stealth roll. I'll roll one for Dan and Brian real fast.
Oh, jeez, Dan.
Yeah. Well, but we were all +10. We're all +10.
Yeah, I mean, pass without a trace is almost a guaranteed success. I rolled you a 12 on stealth. You're welcome to re-roll now that you're here, if you wish. It's technically a 22, though, because Rain cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, so I think we should be fine then.
Yeah, lowest roll right now is an 18.
The lowest roll
With
besides my 12, you mean?
With Pass Without a Trace, the lowest roll is 18. Your roll's a 22, technically.
Yep, then we'll leave it.
All right. Zorkris is
We're
familiar.
inside the residence now?
No, you are outside at the front door. Zorkris did a quick run around with his familiar, didn't really see anything, and now they are volunteering you to pick the lock, I think.
All right, well then we'll just use the investigation of these tools rolls that I had before, unless...
Yep, you don't detect any traps, and you are able to quite easily pick the lock open. It doesn't seem to be very well secured. It's just kind of a basic lock on a residence.
Okay. Click.
It's open.
It only works if you actually say click.
What's that?
That only works if you actually said click.
I said click.
But did Fillerin say click?
Oh yes, Fillerin said click, looked behind, and opened the door. All right.
Last
So
person.
we're seeing a real fancy looking house.
So yeah, you see a large kind of stateroom. A very large dining table. Some very well decorated chairs. A lounging area. It seems to be a very pricey residence on the inside for sure. The wood, you're not really sure what kind of wood it is, but it seems very nice. It's very smooth. Well maintained, a nice, rich, dark hue. Just everything about this. Yeah, basically.
Well, as a public servant, huh?
Everything about this just screams upper class.
Yeah, I mean, what is there anything that looks super valuable aside from the gilded everything?
Nothing's really catching your eye at the moment, but
Is anything red?
Is anything right on the television over here?
The television.
No, nothing is really red.
What is the
There's a
television?
door right here.
Yeah, there's a door. Looks like a door here and a door here.
Yep, there are 2 more doors there.
Try the locks. Try the handle.
That one opens freely.
Rex just shoves past Fillerin and says, red.
In this room, you see a small bookshelf with a couple books on it in each corner, and a desk with a coin purse on top. It looks like it has a few coins in it, and a scrap of paper.
If Fillerin's gonna investigate, I'll give him guidance.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate. Checking for anything interesting, and also checking.
Can I help?
Flarin, give me a investigation check with advantage and guidance.
Oh shit!
What?
No way.
That's
wow.
Wow. All right. You find a scrap of paper on the desk, and
Unbelievable.
you find a pouch with 21 gold coins. The scrap of paper seems to be an envelope. An empty envelope.
There's an envelope on the desk.
I message Alexis. Do you believe this guy?
I show Falarin the drawing that I made of him.
What is it?
I will find it in the chat and repost it for you. So seriously, like, should we try that again?
I don't know.
Can we try
Yeah,
that
I mean,
again?
you guys don't know that I failed miserably, so I just,
I
I just
think with a roll that low, we would have like seen you like fumbling around through the desk.
I don't know. That's up to Gabe.
Orixis, go ahead and give me a separate investigation check. Not at advantage.
Natural 1.
Right, I'm gonna roll 1 now, I bet.
Okay.
Alright, fine.
All right.
A perception check to see if you can tell that I fucked up.
Oh, we're both right there.
You see without even touching it that Falarin is just kind of staring at the blank face of the front of the envelope, but very clearly on the back is a huge wax seal with a K on it.
Oh. What was the wax seal on the drow one?
That was a V in Thieves' Cant. You had to translate the wax seal.
So Orixis will say, wait, Flair, don't move. And I'll very cautiously and slowly reach for the envelope, and pick it up, and look at the blank front, and then turn it around, and then show him the K with the wax mark and say,
Falarin is visibly surprised.
He just shakes his head.
Like,
His
His jaw opens in amazement. How did I miss that?
for the first time since you've noted, Orixis is not saying anything. He's just
Staring.
dumbfounded into silence.
Staring.
Alright, so there's a K. Does Carmier start with a K?
No, it starts with a C.
What's the mayor's name?
You would know that the mayor is named Waldron.
That's his last name too.
Waldron Shisk.
There's a K at the end of Shisk.
There's a silent K in the front.
I know that with my 8 investigation.
And Shishivsky.
So when you say there's a wax seal on it, is the envelope actually sealed and Flair is that much of an idiot, or is it like kind of like
The envelope is unsealed, but it is empty,
It is empty.
and there is no letter to be seen, even with your investigation roll. Everyone who is proficient in perception, give me a perception check.
Proficient in perception?
Yes.
Not me.
Oh, sweet. I actually am. Oh shit! Nope.
And not at advantage.
That's a 6.
Builder back.
You know, I think Wilros might be.
Builder is definitely back. Hey, I picked the lock.
That's for
all it
Wilros.
took was some guidance.
All right. Rain and Wilros would notice a very distinct, lingering, burning smell in the air in here. You don't see any smoke, but there's just kind of a lingering smell of something that's been burned.
I get a far off look in my eyes.
In which room?
In the main room here.
Could it be possibly coming from this fireplace?
Give me well, actually, with that perception roll, yeah, you would kind of feel like not seeing any other sources of fire in here that would be a decent bet.
Indubitably. Is there anything in the fireplace?
You see a little bit of ash and some old wood chunks. Give me an investigation check.
Well, I went to the Florence School of Investigation.
You two need to close your detective agencies.
If Brian were here, he probably would have helped you out with that. Give me another roll for advantage.
All right.
Probably have Brian roll. He's got a lot of bonuses.
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
Oh,
he points me in the right direction.
Hey, it's right there.
You notice a tiny scrap of something sticking out from under the ashes, and you kind of take it out and dust it off a little bit, and you find this.
oh.
Dun.
Urgent matter.
Read it out loud to everybody.
Except for Laren.
Attention, come.
It's in Thieves' Cant.
I'm unsure who can be trusted. No one immediately. Uh-oh.
Something to me immediately fast.
So yeah, it says Waldron. It seems to be addressed to the mayor. An urgent matter requires your attention. Come to, and it's partially burned off. Next line says, I am unsure who can be trusted. And again, the rest of the line is burned off. No one. And a final sentence beginning with immediately dist.
Destruct. This will immediately self-destruct.
Join this letter after it's read.
Let's see the note. Can I cast mending on it?
Ooh.
You cannot. The rest of the letter would be burned away into multiple pieces. Mending only works on a single break.
Single tear.
There's nothing left to mend back to the other side.
Okay.
Can we cast Unburn?
Alright, I'll cast Unburn.
Give it a couple years of wizardry schooling, and you can start crafting your own spells.
I wonder if we could compare the penmanship to any other letters in the building.
Hmm.
Oh, there are other letters, though.
One way to find out.
Go ahead, you guys. I'm watching the door. I'm not going anywhere.
Let's see this other room. We got that room and this room.
Yeah, there's another room. Alexis will start moving towards that room. I'll try the door.
Well, as far as Valerian's concerned,
It
there's
is-
nothing else in this room to look for.
It is unlocked and opens.
Alexis skips in.
There's a
We got-
chest there.
Yeah. There's a
Treasure chest.
Is it a chest or is it like a wardrobe or something?
No, it appears to be a very heavily iron-bound chest.
I have faith in Villeran. I'm going to give him guidance to see if he can open said chest.
Beforehand.
I would have him check it for traps first.
Yeah, that is.
Alexis will back out of the
Oh
room.
no!
Best of your ability, it does not appear to be trapped.
How bad would it be?
I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway. As far as Valerian's concerned, it's not trapped.
Yeah,
Still
you're
going to
unsure.
give you guidance on this one, and I'm going to move to the other side of the bed.
Yeah, you might want to do that. Is there any way I can like analyze the lock to give myself a better chance, or are we just going for it?
Somebody else could attempt to take a look at it.
I say fucking YOLO, do it yourself.
I don't
He
have a
looks so
second one.
confident over there. We might as well just let him open it.
Yeah, you crushed the letter.
Oh my god, this fucking game.
You're the worst roller, my god.
So bad. I need a new set of dice.
It's alright. It's getting it out of the system.
All right, you pull out your tools and you fiddle around with it a little bit, and you get like first pin, second pin, and then you feel them all reset, and you try again for like 2 or 3 minutes, but it seems like this is a very, very well made lock that is currently escaping your ability to open.
How does it work to pick a lock with a dex check?
You would need a tool of some sort to pick it.
Boo.
You could.
Ooh, can I hexblade into existence a thieves tool?
I don't think so. I think that's exclusively weapons. I mean, you could borrow Falarin's thieves tools, but you wouldn't be proficient with them, so it would be you wouldn't get to add your proficiency bonus to the check.
Yeah, mind, I'm not just proficient, I have expertise in my rolls are this bad.
Right.
I could give it a shot. I have thieves tools, guys.
Really?
Yeah, wait, the paladin has thieves tools?
Yeah, what?
Seems like
You know where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I have it.
You are welcome to make an attempt on the lock. I'll allow a second attempt.
So do I just click on the thieves tools, right?
Yes.
Let me tap
Do
Chin
you-
and give him some guidance.
Do you intend to check the chest for traps first?
No, I'm just
Okay.
gonna take it because I trust Fillerin's person. All right. So I'm just gonna press that.
And you have guidance too.
They'll prompt you. Just choose dexterity for the ability check.
Oh, just wait. So it just press. Wait.
It's a dexterity check using thieves tools, so choose dex.
Okay. Then where's the guide? Okay, guidance. So I'm just gonna press the dex, right? Because when I'm
No, click the word thieves tools, and then it's going to ask you to pick a skill. So there, choose dex.
It's not really active.
It should pop up and ask you a question of what you want to use, kind of like when you cast a spell.
Yep. I blocked it. Okay. Here we go.
Slightly better.
All right, you same thing. You fiddle around with it a little bit. The lock, you get a couple of the pins in the tumbler, and then the lock resets on you, and you fiddle around with it a little bit longer, and then finally you feel it open up.
I messaged Rick says, "You see these two knuckleheads?"
Inside,
Walked away.
I loosened it for you.
Yep.
inside you find 196 gold, 21 silver, 3 various gems that look valuable, a potion of healing, and a silver ring with a gold band and a ruby set into it.
Ooh.
All right.
I would like to check out that. Love to check out that ring. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
As you pick it up and handle it, you definitely feel that it has a magical quality to it.
I feel that, or Shin feels that.
No, I walked away.
I was assuming Erixus was grabbing the ring, but
Yeah. All right. Can I hang on to this until we identify it? Does anyone
Go
feel
for it.
strongly?
We can identify it after. No problem.
Go for it.
Yeah, sometime.
Somebody.
I'm gonna-
do the- Someone
I'm
do the
gonna
math,
throw
please.
the healing potion at Fillerin because he needs it all the time.
Okay.
They'll just run away.
Yeah, that'll run away.
you guys are clearing the contents of the chest then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is somebody keeping track of gold tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a refresher at the end of this.
Well,
We
so far
have-
we got 3
No, it-
plus whatever this is divided by 3 each plus this divided by 7.
Well, we had 21 plus 196 divided by 7, plus whatever silver stuff.
Yeah,
is
so including the 3 from earlier and this 196, you all can add 31 gold each and 3 silver.
We can go back and get the Shatter Scroll.
And then additionally, there were 3 gems and a potion of healing.
I second that we give the potion to somebody who's in melee, so I guess we'll...
It was Fleur, right?
I've already added
Yeah.
it to my sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw it at Filler in because he's squishy.
Yeah.
That's if he doesn't get confused.
Should we give the gem? We should give the gems to. Does Zorkris know if he can use any of the gems? I mean, gems that can be used in spells.
We can worry about that after.
I have absolutely no.
Is this a door?
It is.
Try it.
Goes to the kitchen.
It opens.
Oh, does it? No, it does not. It goes. Oh, it's the bathroom.
Yeah, that looks like
Chris just tells Philin to check the toilet.
Is there like an underground path there? It's possible.
You can learn a lot by studying dropping.
Falarin flashes his rapier at Arixis.
Arixis flicks his right hand and there's a ghostly rapier in his hand. And he looks at Philin and says, "Please."
Can Bobo fit in?
And then I show him the picture again.
I also flashed my dagger.
Ooh, Gabe, can I conjure 2 weapons at? Oh no! So as he pulls the dagger, I pull out my flute. Which most people remember.
Yeah,
most
no,
people
I
remember.
immediately put both of my swords away.
Do we know if there's
Excellent.
anything else in here besides the chest in this room? Besides,
Yeah, we should like check under the bed, maybe see what's there.
No, let's do it.
Give me investigation check. There.
Investigate too. I'm gonna lift the covers. Maybe he's in bed.
I would like to help.
Yeah, go ahead.
me.
Zorkris, I'll give one more investigation check with advantage.
Oh,
Perfect. You both look around and like yank the covers off. You stab a couple of the pillows, make sure there's nothing inside. Doesn't seem like there's anything around. It seems the whole house seems pretty immaculately clean overall.
he's definitely not in bed. Hey Shin, while you're over there, can you move that carpet?
Oh, you want me to pull it out?
Yeah.
All right. What do I need to do?
Move the furniture.
I mean, you don't need to check to move it, but give me an investigation check, I guess, if you're looking underneath.
All right. Oh, gee. Not one of my specialties, but there we go. All right.
Even under the rug seems exceptionally clean, but you don't find anything. You're not no loose floorboards. Nothing seems really out of place underneath the flooring or anything.
Clean?
Not suspiciously, just exceptionally well maintained. You would say that the cleanliness matches the richness of the decor.
The maids do a good job.
I mean, it's likely, guys, he just left after reading.
Can we check the fireplace?
It doesn't look
Or
like
is that-
anything like. Doesn't look like somebody hasn't slept here in like 8 days or 9 days.
It does seem relatively undisturbed, but with how clean things are, it's hard to tell if it's just really well maintained and the bed's just been made up consistently, or if nobody's really visited it. It's difficult to tell.
Would we be able to tell like when the last time it was cleaned, like how much dust is around or whatever?
It seems recently, like you don't really see any dust. Even you run your finger on the mantelpiece. You've lifted up a rug and looked under a bed now, and it all seems very, very well kept.
Why?
It's hard to tell, but you would assume it's been cleaned recently.
Have we already checked the fireplace?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is where Rain found the letter.
Okay.
Can we bring the letter and bring it back to the mayor's office and show it to the
Raleigh?
Yeah, maybe
Rowney.
she can recognize the handwriting.
What if she's one of the ones that can't be trusted?
Would she have sent us here?
Oh, that's actually a good point.
I mean, we have.
That's the plot of Ace Ventura 2, right? The guy who.
Stop it! Stop it!
Wait. One of the chairs is out of place.
Oh, this chair right here.
Just
It is.
It is.
what's going on with
Yes.
the chair?
It seems to be cocked at about a 45-degree angle. As far as you can tell, it seems maybe slightly more well-worn than the rest of the chairs, but there doesn't seem to be anything else out of place.
Destroy the chair.
You could maybe draw the conclusion that this chair is the primary seating choice of the owner, given that it's more worn than all the rest.
Right.
All right. Anything else? Or are you guys heading back to the office, or?
Before we go, I'm going to flip the table.
What are you doing, Zorkus?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Flipping the table. I'm a little angry I didn't find
check.
anything.
Are you actually flipping the table?
Yep.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Give myself guidance.
It's either a 20 or a 1. Aww.
All right. You lift it. You get it a few inches off the ground, but this is a big table. It weighs easily several hundred pounds. But you're not able to flip it by yourself.
Is there anything under it when I pick it up?
You see the rug, but apart from that, you don't see anything around it or underneath the table or anything of that sort.
I drop it loudly.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right, everybody, give me an straight intelligence check to see how well you put this place back together after you ripped it apart.
Oh shit.
This is what that is.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Well, it's
Well,
We're not putting it back together.
No, it's not the same. I actually
tried.
It's
We just gotta walk out.
Yeah, I'm walking out. I wasn't putting it back together.
all right. You guys leave the place just
actually
completely
worse.
tossed.
Yeah,
What are we
I have-
clicking?
I have proficiency on intelligence saves, by the way, so that should be -2.
Are we clicking just on the saving throws part, or
No.
Just a
numbers on
straight
the left.
straight intelligence check. Just click the word intelligence.
Riches and
The one
Zorkus
left,
actually, when we
walking
mess
out.
things up more,
Yeah,
we
it
go,
makes it looks worse. Oh wait, you rolled 1s. Holy shit!
Yep. All right. So, Rain, Flaren, Zorkus, and Erixis are just like swinging their weapons around, bashing chairs over, and Shin's like running around trying to straighten things back up and get it back exactly in the right angle wherever they are. You guys leave feeling like you've done an okay job of making it look like you weren't here.
How does Shin feel about it?
I knock over this plant and I walk out.
Gotta look after these people. All right,
I
let's
haven't
go.
seen our paladin just picked a lock and then cleaned up crime scene. This is like
Yep. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, Brian, I put a sword in your belt. It's a charred wood short sword.
What do I add?
You owe him 50 gold coins.
50 bucks in outlay.
It's a +1 short sword with 1d6 poison.
1d4 poison.
1d4
Yeah, you acquired an Amtari wooden sword that is infused with some sort of silvery metallic material that you're unfamiliar with.
Awesome. And you said it's
It's
standard
just
damage as a +1 and then a plus what poison? 1
yeah, go
4?
yeah. Just go ahead and add a +1 short sword, and then add a modifier for 1d4 poison damage.
Oh man, Fillerin would have been all about that, dude.
We could have bought many, but you weren't there.
No.
I mean, we can always go back.
I may.
You
Well,
have
we
to-
could either
you
go
have to
back
use
or I
those?
may be willing to trade for some things. We'll see.
A hand crossbow, for instance. Just saying, throwing it out there. A little bit.
Did any of this loot get added to my table, or should I do that after?
No, I didn't adjust anything on your sheet.
Okay, so I'll add that.
We also
31
got
GP
31
and 3
gold.
silver. 31 gold, 3 silver. I'll add.
Yep.
You guys can.
All right. You guys make your way out, close the door behind you, and head back to the mayor's office.
Can I write Erixus with here on the door?
Sure. Give me a
I'm
performance
not
check.
doing that.
Oh,
That would
okay.
be hard. I'm not doing that, no. That's just
Okay.
a bad idea.
I mean,
Portion.
yeah.
Gotta clean up after you.
All right.
Fillerin searches the board for any postings for a singer and removes them.
You don't find any. Ralny greets you as you guys walk back in. Oh, hello. That was quite fast. What did you guys discover?
The house was a little askew, but it was pretty okay. It was empty. We found this partial note.
She takes a
And we
note.
found an envelope with a seal.
She's kind of scans over the note, and this is very concerning indeed. She takes the envelope and begins to look it over, and she kind of looks a little pale. And you're certain that this was from his house?
So that was on his desk, and the note was in his fireplace.
She kind of does one more look around, even though you can clearly see that there's nobody else in the room besides you guys. And she leans in close again, and this is Kabaf's seal.
Good old Kabaf.
Oh.
Who's Kabaf?
He's the one that wanted to kill us.
He's the wizard that you barged into before.
The magic shop food. The magic shop food.
No, Kabaf.
No.
Oh, yeah.
His house.
We popped into his house and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Yes.
Exactly.
He was missing.
Yeah, you went to investigate. You broke into his house, and he was sitting there in an armchair. She
Right.
she still just looks kind of shocked and speechless.
Do we go to Kabaf and see what he knows about this? If he's around, even?
Seems reasonable.
I have heard no
Where do we
news of
see Kabaf's
Kabaf.
seal?
It was a letter we found.
The
Yeah,
K.
on the letter, I don't see the seal. Oh,
Sorry, the K. You guys also found an envelope that was still on the mayor's desk, and
it did
the
not-
envelope had a seal with a
Right.
K.
It wasn't there at first.
Got it. Okay, so I only see the picture of the letter. I didn't see the.
Yeah, there was no picture of the envelope. It was just described.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, it was a blank envelope. There was nothing in it.
Yeah, there's nothing according to Fillerin.
No, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in it.
There's nothing
White.
there.
Just stark white.
It's just an envelope. There's nothing there.
She continues kind of like turning the letter over, looking for anything that might have been missed, and like looking inside the envelope again. And she says, I advise you to take caution if you are going to visit Kabaf again. I have heard no news since I last sent you to look for him, so I do not know if anything has become of him or if he is still there. But
why were we sent to look for him in the first place? I forgot.
he had gone missing, and the townspeople of the town that he is charged with overseeing were concerned about his absence.
Let's go find that chick on Caro and see if she's seen anything, and then we can work from there.
Is that from memory, or do you have that written down and you just found the notes real fast? Okay,
notes, yeah.
all right. I didn't even remember that I gave that one a name.
Who is that again, Zorkus?
When we had the mission to go there, we had to find the woman Caro, and she was nervous that Kabaf was missing.
Oh, okay.
So she's the one who showed us where the house was that we broke into, and he was there.
Yeah, she was kind of your liaison. She's not necessarily like a leader in the town, but she is the one who raised the concerns to Rowney that Kabaf had been missing for a couple days.
He owes us one because he told us to go in that house. Almost got us killed.
All right, that is a bit of travel to get back to that town. It was about an hour outside of Halora, I believe.
We'll take our horse and buggy.
Dana's token here. Also, just for reference, I meant to show you this earlier, but just to call your attention to it, this is the Amtar Forest on the northeastern border of Halrua.
Alva.
You guys would know. Yeah, the font's the word. It is a U. It's like it's really obvious when it's next to a V, and I almost used a different font, but I'm just like, screw it.
I thought it was like the Roman letters where U's and V's were the same.
No, the V's do actually look different. I'm trying to see if there's an example on this map. I know I did that too, and I typed it out. And I was like, what? And then I typed a V next to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is a pretty obvious difference, but. All right, I don't see an example, but at any rate, yeah, that is the Amtar Forest. It is kind of outside of the domain of Halrua. Halrua's region pretty much doesn't extend past the mountain ranges, but just for future reference, that is where the Amtar Forest lies.
Why is it? Is that only relevant for the short sword?
And that is no, that is where the tribe of halflings that you encountered were driven out of. They have relocated here to the woods amongst the Halar Hills, fleeing the Amtar Forest.
Okay. And why have they fled the forest?
Their village, they said that earlier, their village was burned down, and they fled the area.
So do we have a quest specific?
We're gonna go to visit Kabaf.
Oh, okay.
Well, not
And
directly.
You're going to go see Caro first?
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
The one who originally told us that Kabaf was missing, right?
Yes.
Hey, while we're traveling, can Erixus just pester Zorkus constantly until he identifies the ring?
While we're on the cart traveling, I'll say, "Yo, give me that ring, please."
We got a ring?
Yeah.
I have a ring.
From the chest in the mayor's house.
Which the paladin unlocked with these tools.
Yeah,
Once
saw that.
Once Erixus puts the ring in my hand, I take my pearl, put it on my forehead, and cast Identify.
All right, you identify the ring as a ring of teleportation.
Oh.
I'm going to tell Erixus, be careful with this ring. You might end up somewhere dangerous, as it'll teleport you all over the place and throw it at him.
That should be in the compendium, so go ahead and add a ring of teleportation to your inventory.
I'm sure.
Does it require attunement?
Yeah.
I believe so. You would probably have just enough time to attune to it on this ride if you wanted to.
I will attune to it. Well, if I'm attuned to it, can I give it away? Can someone else? And if someone else attunes to it, it breaks my attunement, right?
Correct.
It has 4 charges.
Not in the compendium.
Sorry. This is a reskinned Helm of Teleportation, so you can add that and just rename it Ring of Teleportation.
But I want to wear a helm.
Ooh.
And that's not Adam. That's actually Erixis saying, but I wanted a helm.
It has 4 charges.
It has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 charges daily at dawn.
It's not what I'm reading on internet. I don't know. What does the compendium say? Yeah, 3.
Helm of
Okay.
teleportation. Yeah.
Helm.
It's a helm of teleportation, not the ring.
Oops.
Yeah, whatever
Just
ring
teleport
is
itself.
out there.
The ring, yeah, that ring.
It's
is
probably
much
Homebrew.
different.
Ring of. It's literally just I can cast a teleport spell.
Yes.
Yep. 1
Sweet.
charge.
3 times.
3 charges.
It has 3 charges.
Three times a day.
Regains 1d3 per day.
What happens if I expend all charges? Anything bad?
It doesn't say so.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
You can take 8 friends with you.
Well, it's like no, because my web, the wand of web. If I expend all 7 charges in a day, I have to roll a d20, and if I roll 1, the wand disintegrates.
Yeah, I think that seems to be more of a text effect for weaponized magic items. I feel like I don't really see that a lot on just general spell casting items.
But we're gonna get killed when you use this ring.
Oh, we're 100% teleporting to random places now.
Yeah, Erixis is fucking going to.
We're gonna end up.
Like, if you don't know where you're going, you can end up like on the other side of the world, kind of.
And it's 8 willing creatures, by the way. I think we should just make sure that we're aware.
Have we?
FYI, Will Roast is definitely willing.
Would I have seen any teleportation circles in Halora?
Not to the best of your recollection.
You have to know the.
I don't believe teleport lets you Oh no, it does let you teleport directly to sigils.
It does, but
Right.
you have to know the sigil.
You have to know them exactly. Yeah.
Right,
And
right. You would not have really run across any yet. For the most part, the wizards of the council, you would assume probably do have them, given that they're all very powerful wizards, but that they probably keep them as a relatively guarded secret and very limited access.
Guys, we can teleport back to the Tarask cave and kill the Krithik Hive Lord if we want to.
We can also teleport right into the tree.
On that note, I need to go AFK for a minute.
Okay.
Like, why right? We could like teleport right into Kvass' living room and just be like, hey.
Except we have like a 10% chance of just ending up inside a Tarask's mouth.
You have to read the
I mean, it's
spell.
based on familiarity, so it's a very low chance.
No, the associated object. If I have the tooth, so I can teleport right to the skeleton anytime I want. It's a zero. It's a
Yeah, that's a guaranteed. If you wanted to go,
okay.
yeah, if you wanted to go to like his living room though, you'd have.
We're pretty strong. You want to go?
I mean, you'd basically have like a 86% chance.
Whose living room?
Kaboff's.
Oh, we're on the way. We're already going someplace else. So it's.
Yeah, we're already almost at the destination. That's how he was able to attune.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Do you want to vamp out to fight the Krithid, whatever it is? That'd be awesome.
No, I think rather we should complete.
All right,
the quest.
we'll mess with Kaboff.
Yeah, they can
Okay,
teleport
Rick's just like, what the hell is wrong with you? Where is the Oh my god, I have a level 7 spell right now.
Yeah, that's teleport.
Yeah.
I just put it on my sheet. I was like, what? Out of character or out of game meta, I will trade this for anyone who gets a Ring of Spell Storing. But anyway, go off, Kings. Let's move on.
Falarian had a Ring of Spell Storing.
A fully functional working Ring of Spell Storing.
Yeah.
I'm not trading my teleport ring to a coward.
Oh shit.
He's not here to defend himself.
Right.
Oh.
All right.
All right, let's get there.
So yeah, you guys make your way. Zergris identifies the ring, and Rixus attunes to it, and just about that time, you guys arrive back in Zafari, and it takes a couple minutes of searching, but you eventually come across Caro again. Just wandering around the town, you don't come across Kabaf thus far.
When I see Caro, I go, hey, Caro, come here a second.
Oh, hi. Welcome back.
You remember us from a few days ago when we came looking for your lost Kabaf?
Yes, absolutely. Again, I am so sorry how that turned out. I had no idea he was back.
Well, we got some bigger issues going on. Have you seen him at all the past few day or two?
I saw him earlier this morning. I think he was headed out of town to run some errands, but I haven't seen him since.
Have you seen the mayor of Palaron here?
The mayor? Oh no, we don't get too many important figures down here in Zafari. I tend to not see him unless I just happen to run across him on a rare trip to Hallara. I haven't seen him for months.
So Kabaf's probably in his house by now?
Are you asking me or her?
Her, yeah.
No, I don't believe so. He said he was headed out of town earlier this morning. I don't expect him back for a few hours still, I believe.
All right.
Fantastic. Goodbye.
Thank you. All right, let's fill her in.
Nobody's got what's that spell?
Locate person.
Not yet.
A couple more levels. All right, you guys are headed to Kabaf's tower?
Yes.
That's
right.
what reminds me of the mayor's house. It looks so much like Kabaf's tower on the outside.
Does?
Does it?
At least I felt like that. But anyway, let's go.
Sorry, copying tokens.
Let's knock on the door first.
You guys had that option the first time.
Misty step into it or something?
We could use the teleport ring and go in.
Didn't Bobo
No, you
fly
just picked the lock and just walked in.
off?
Oh,
No, we could use the teleport ring right now and go right in.
All right, you guys make your way up
What
to the
time
other
of
end
day
of
is it?
town. It is kind of mid-afternoon. Cloudy skies, kind of looking like rain, but overall just kind of a average, dreary fall day.
Knock, knock.
You wait a minute, knock a little louder, and there's still no response.
Says, you want to use your new toy?
I mean, even though I can see the place, like I can't teleport in there unless I know.
We were there 2 days ago.
still a chance.
Yeah, Arixis is, or even Arixis.
What if you
is
look
one.
through the window?
There were no windows.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely make a very fair assessment of where to land. It would still be pretty fresh in your memory of like exactly where you could, I mean, presumably you could just go directly to the other side of the door as your target and know that there's not going to be anything there to impact or anything like that.
Yeah, but there's still that 25% chance that we all take a bunch of damage.
Could just do one person. You could. I mean, really. I mean, at this range, I don't know what the precedence is for this, but I mean, I would assume that given that the short range off target is not going to mean on the other side of town, it's going to mean like 5 feet away, given that you're only trying to teleport 5 feet. So you have a very high chance of success.
Willrose is going to raise his hand. Can I come with you?
I grab Willrose's shirt and teleport.
All right, you stretch your hand out and focus on the ring, and you see it begin to glow, and the ruby set in the center blazes a bright red, and you feel the energy pulsing around you and Willrose, and the ring vanishes from your hand.
What?
What?
The ring teleported?
A ring of teleporting.
I start laughing. I disguise myself to look exactly like a Rixus, and I start going.
You're not.
Laugh.
You're not entirely sure what happened, but the ring just suddenly vanished from your hand.
Shim is trying his hardest not to laugh.
Willrose looks around. Did it work?
Yourself just cracking up.
My hand is still like outstretched, like teleporting.
I think it's working. Just keep trying.
Yes. You son.
So was this like an issue? So should I? First of all, I should remove this from my character now.
Technically, you are still attuned to it. You can feel your bond to the item, but you are not sure what happened to it. It is no longer on your person. You're not sure. You can feel your bond to the item, which would break if you were more than 100 feet away from it, but you're not sure exactly where it is.
So it's within 100 feet of me.
Well,
Yes.
I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
All right, you gonna try to pick the lock?
Can we have Philern try to pick the lock again to redeem himself?
I will give whoever guidance to pick the lock.
Sure, he would willingly step up. I will roll in his absence with guidance. I am sure he would also check for traps real quick. He does not find anything to the best of his ability.
Give him guidance again.
It takes him another minute, fiddling around with it, but he does eventually get it to click open, and the door opens up.
Once the door is open, do I see the ring?
Yes, you see the ring lying on the floor in front of you.
I'm gonna try to be quick about it and pick it up.
No. Rixus still feels it and sees it. No.
Oh man, I was gonna give it to you anyway.
Willrose steps in and says, "Honey, I'm home."
There is no response. Arixis, you again, you still feel your bonds to the ring. This is definitely the ring that was on your hand moments before, and it has 2 charges remaining.
Do I feel like this is like a broken ring of teleportation? Are all our magic items broken?
Given your previous experience with some of the magic items that you've acquired, it would not be a far off assumption to think that this one is possibly malfunctioning as well.
This whole town has broken magic items.
Yeah, you are all pretty well aware, just as a general historical knowledge, that as a result of the sundering, magic items cease to work or cease to function properly, and most did not return back to their proper functionality after the spell plague ended.
2 questions. What is the sundering? Like, is this like a known like event in this universe that I just kind of like missed us knowing about?
It was part of session 0, I think. Like,
Yeah, I covered it briefly. I didn't really intend for it to be like a forefront thing apart from the broken magic items. But yeah, the Sundering was a great war between the gods about, I believe it started... Hang on, I have notes on this. The Spell Plague began 122 years ago and lasted... The second Sundering is more so what we're concerned with, which started about 25 years ago and ended about 20 years ago. And it was at that time that a portion of the material plane was broken off and transported to the sister plane Abir. And part of Abir was transported to here, to Toril. And there was, a lot of mismatch, broken spells, land that shouldn't have been where it was, and like new islands appearing, continents disappearing, and this area was kind of the center of all that. A huge chunk of the Amtar Forest was at one time gone. A huge chunk of Halora was at one time gone, and then about 20 years ago, the war ended, and the two material planes were shifted back into their original states with some changes.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
Okay.
Will Roast waves to Shin and says, "Come on in, guys."
Or
I'll take the ring off and put it in my pocket.
Okay. Your attunement doesn't break as long as it's still on your person.
But I can consciously break the attunement, right?
It's a rest, same as attuning.
I believe your attunement doesn't break. Rules as written, I believe it doesn't break unless you attune to a third item that would replace it, someone else attunes to it, or it's more than 100 feet from your person for more than an hour.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You could probably sell it. It'll be good.
Yeah, or I could attune to multiple other things.
Hey, Zorkris.
I'm gonna give guidance to Wilros. Go check this place out.
All right. I was gonna also ask you if you wanted to take a little time and see if you notice anything fancy about this house.
All right, I'm gonna go sit in this chair and
It's a wizard's house.
and take in the scenery and detect magic.
Okay. What are these? I mean, I'm assuming objects are. I would close the door also, by the way, once everybody was in.
Okay.
But are there any noticeable objects like desks or tables or dresser drawers, something like that?
You see a small table off in the corner up here, as well as a small set of drawers in like a freestanding cabinet here. The one with the skull on top.
So we managed to get
I
I
want
try
to
to
see
tell-
this whole one first.
Sorry.
I try to teleport to the other table.
You put the ring back on.
I put the ring back on and I try to teleport to the other table.
You watch the ring again vanish from your hand after the surge of energy washes over you, and you see the ring across the room sitting on the table.
Oh, Rick just cracks up laughing.
That could be useful, actually.
You have one charge remaining.
Wilbur's gonna investigate. Like, do I have to do like individual investigations for each object, or can I do one for like?
You can give me an investigation check for the room.
Okay.
With guidance from Zorkris.
Yep. My spell sheet is being weird. 1 second.
Brian, do you have Jack of all trades?
I do. Guidance. Investigation. Hooyah! 14.
All right. Looking around, you see the skull on top. It seems to be a human skull. It looks very old. You're not really sure exactly what race it's from. Sorry, humanoid skull. You're not exactly sure what race it's from. Apart from that, the drawers there are empty. And looking over at the table on the opposing side with the letters sitting on it, they seem to be generally related to about the town business. There's a couple complaints from the locals about issues with their neighbors and just general town business that seems rather insignificant.
Is this fire actually lit?
The fire is not currently lit. No,
Alright,
I
poke
did
my
not
head
update them.
into the fireplace.
But the braziers seem to be burning with a constant flame.
Okay. I'm going to light a torch and poke my head up into the fireplace and look like up inside of it.
Yeah, you look up and it seems very dirty, but you're not really seeing anything of any importance or anything out of place.
Wilbos wasn't around for the Salt Marsh campaign. Am I right, Rick? Adam?
Sorry, I
No
didn't hear
spiders
you.
here.
No
I
spiders.
poked my head into the fireplace without thinking.
Is that where the spiders were in the?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So,
Yeah, it was before your time.
the 10
What are these
minutes up.
braziers? They're just like. Oh yeah, go ahead. Probably 10 minutes by now. Anything detect magical?
The braziers seem to be emanating with a little bit of a magical essence. Looking in them, it seems as though the flame is just produced from nothing. There is no fuel that is being consumed, no wood or coal or anything of that sort. So you would guess that these... it is warm. It's not... it doesn't seem to be as hot as you would expect a fire to be. But it would seem that like these are some sort of conjured light.
Does prestidigitation work on them?
To do what?
I want to like
Put it out.
make the fire bigger.
Make it big.
Not big, but like just like I want to
Yeah.
manipulate it.
How
Yeah,
is
you're able to manipulate it. You can make the flames poof up a little bit.
Okay.
So want to go upstairs?
Is this up or down?
It looks so.
Is up.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs.
While we're going upstairs, Erixus, anyone who looks will see Erixus now carrying a brutally huge sledgehammer. Like, almost impossibly huge for him to be carrying, but it's just kind of like slung back over my shoulder.
Not bad.
Move in. You break my selection whenever you move. All right, you guys make your way upstairs to the top level.
Is there anything magical in here?
Yes, you see the four pots on this table seem to be glowing with an essence, and you're detecting a faint glow from inside this chest, from this chest, not from the larger one.
I can't see the marker. Okay, the smaller one.
It's one chest.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the GM layer. Sorry, here.
Yeah.
You see, from these four pots, you see a magical essence, and from the small chest here.
Oh my god.
Right. I will step away from Fillerin as he poorly investigates that chest.
I'm gonna fucking die.
If I was gonna check this, is this chest locked?
That chest is not locked.
Okay, is it trapped?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Please roll a 3. Please roll a 3. Please roll a 3.
Yeah, that is a 3. That is actually a 3. You rolled a 3. To the best of your abilities, neither of you detect any traps on the chest. I assume that's what your roll was, Flaren.
Yeah, that was what
Okay.
my roll was.
Yeah, you both detect no traps.
Is my chest locked?
Your chest is locked.
I turn to Storkers. I say, "Stand back."
Is there anything that can I help them like check for traps? Like, these poor suckers.
I'm gonna like lay on the ground and kick it open with my foot.
As your foot makes contact with the lock and begins to shove the latch up, and the lid upward and opens, upward and open, the lid opens.
Yes. All right. I like slowly get up from my laying down position and peer into the chest.
You find a variety of mostly vegetation. There's a variety of cuttings of tons of different plants and stuff.
Herbs.
Based on the other stuff in this room, you'd guess that they might have been alchemical ingredients. A lot of them seem to be potentially old and starting to rot a little bit. You're not sure if they're of what the efficacy of most of them are at this point.
Okay.
Falarin, on the other hand, is super confident that there are no traps on this chest and is just going to go for it.
I'm gonna touch him on the
Or
shoulder.
is it
and give him
locked or
some
no?
Guidance.
Yes.
It is locked, yes.
Oh, it is. Okay, you're giving me guidance?
I hide behind the other chest.
Yeah, I almost want to say that I try to open it before you give me guidance, but no, I look back at Zorkris for like I've fucked up a couple of times, so... Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Wow. There he goes.
As I pick the lock...
All right, you quite capably just breeze through this lock. As you click the cylinder into place and turn the latch and flip it and start to bring the lid up,
it fucking explodes.
The chest opens freely.
Oh, cool. What's in it?
You
$1 billion.
7 platinum pieces.
A bomb.
A bong? To go with the herbs?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You find 133 gold, 35 silver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 valuable gems, 2 potions of healing, and a necklace that appears to be made of claws.
Necklace made of claws.
And it's glowing, I assume Zorkris would see?
Give it
Yes.
to Rain.
Yes, Zorkris would see that it is made of, that it is glowing brightly. The magical essence.
Pick it up and look at it. Like, what kind of claws does it look like? Any claw?
Tarrasque.
Yeah. I mean, a Tarrasque claw is literally the size of Rain, isn't it?
Give me a nature check. You're not really sure. They seem to be very old, though.
I
I can't wait for someone to fucking do a check and find out. It's just like...
I investigate the stuff on the table that also has the glow to it.
Yeah, the 4 vats there, or not vats, but 4 flasks there seem to be potions of some kind.
Hey guys, you want some potions? We could grab that up, and with the flaw,
I would actually request a potion of healing if we're giving them out. Now that I have melee powers.
Valerian found 2 in the chest. You're unsure what the potions are on the table at this time.
I already
can I
have
taste?
1 potion of my own.
Can I taste one? One of the ones on the table? Right, you can
can.
taste it and kind of like ignore their actions or something, right?
You can taste it to determine the basic effects of the potion, yes.
I will taste. What colors are they? Are any of them red?
There are 2 red. There's one that is a purplish, and another that is kind of a grayish silver.
I could just identify them all afterwards.
I taste one of the red. I'm impatient.
It is a potion of healing.
Oh, can I have that?
Yeah,
Why is it magical?
all potions.
Potions have a magical essence.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Alright. That's cool. I
I'll
want
bring
to
up the-
taste the silver one. That's what you were gonna do.
You notice it. You identify it as a potion of clairvoyance.
Ooh.
We have one of those that we used to have in the bag of holding. We had a couple of
I
those in the bag of healing.
don't
Holding.
believe so.
I have to dig into like. At one point, I had a list of all the we had potions.
I hand it to Zorkris. I say, meh, I taste the other one. The purple one.
Yeah, we had it. So I have my listing of the old bag of holding. We did have a potion of clairvoyance in there.
Oh yeah, you do. All right, you have a second
You sure that wasn't
potion
from
of
our
clairvoyance.
friend?
Nope, I'm looking at the list right now. He's right.
Okay.
I believe the gems you've all sold by now.
Yeah. We still have the
so
rope
the-
of climbing, I hope.
The rope of climbing was tested, and it now seems to be a plain 60-foot silk rope.
Oh. A boring ass rope.
I'll taste the purple potion.
The purple potion you identify as a potion of mind reading.
Ooh. I like that one. So I look at Zorkris, I say, you want this one? The clairvoyance one?
All right. You already gave it to me.
I know. But I will still ask you if you want that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I take the potion of mind reading then. If nobody else is gonna taste the other red potion, I'll taste that one as well. But I probably
It's another potion of healing.
Okay. Anyone want another healing potion?
Save it for Ozara if she ever comes back.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so you got
what
four
have you-
potions, 4 healing potions in total, and then you now as collectively have 2 potions of clairvoyance and a potion of mind reading. Just to clarify.
I took the potion of mind reading.
Right.
I got the clairvoyance.
What is this a book?
No, that is a very large stack of fresh parchment with a bottle and quill next to it. Bottle of ink and quill next to it.
Ooh, I like that.
Seems as though he was maybe preparing to write a lot of letters for some reason, but you're unsure of the purpose. There don't seem to be any composed letters around.
Could I use that paper and ink for spell writing into my spell book?
I believe so.
Then I'll take it.
Hold on, Arixis, as you're like pocketing all of the pen, the ink and stuff, Arixis goes like, wait, 1 moment, please.
Are you going to do that trick where you're going to trace out the last letter?
No, just trust me. He takes. There's a quill on the table, right?
In the bottle of ink, there is.
Okay, yeah. So I take one of the parchments, and I just I kind of like hunch over a piece of paper, with practiced hand of someone who's done this potentially thousands of times. I just kind of very quickly draw. It seems like only seconds go by, but when I kind of am done, there is a photorealistic drawing of Zorkris. But not Zorkris as I'm seeing him now. Like Zorkris kind of with all the faces he's ever had melded together in this disgusting mishmash of dragon and human and halfling, just arms and legs sticking out from everywhere. And then next to Zorkris is this, it's just a thing. The best way to describe it is a thing covered in mouths and just tentacles. It almost looks like it's writhing, even though it's clearly a still photo, still drawing. And I say, don't touch that. Leave it for him. End turn.
Zorkris, you find about you'd estimate that there's about 50 gold worth of ink in the bottle.
I'll take the ink.
What is?
Can I?
Hold on. This is a ladder.
Yeah, above you see a trap door through the ceiling, and thinking back to your first scouting of the tower, you would remember that Zorkris reported that there was a trap door on top of the tower that seemed to have no handle from the outside.
Ooh.
Real quick, I just want to touch the chair to see if it's warm.
The chair right next to you?
Yeah. See if anybody was sitting in it.
It seems room temperature.
All right, let's pop open the hatch, see what's on the roof.
Yeah, you pop it open, head up the ladder, stick your head out. There doesn't really seem to be anything up there, just the battlements of the top of the tower and just empty space.
And are these like empty flasks, like empty potion flasks?
Yeah, there are 3 empty flasks on that table as well.
Okay. I'm gonna take one of them.
Okay.
Does this parchment look like the same parchment that was used for the letter for Waldron?
That's a
give me an intelligence check,
That's smart.
says the wizard.
I know, that's the truth.
Hey, it does seem very similar. It seems to be not necessarily paper, but definitely some sort of animal skin based parchment, and it seems and it feels very familiar to the sample that you got out of the fireplace.
We have to find Kaboth, guys.
I mean, he's not here.
Good thing we stole all this stuff from him. Let's go downstairs.
He'll probably find us because we stole all this stuff. Also, I drew that picture.
You are actually leaving the picture, though?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. All right. You guys make your way back downstairs.
I want to like feel around the carpet. Is this a carpet in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
I want to smell the
It's
carpet.
like a large circular rug.
I want to feel if like or like knock around and see if there's like any hollow ground, like if there's maybe like a secret entrance to the basement or something maybe.
Wasn't there a ladder in the...
Yeah, it was up to the roof. We popped up and it was nothing. Just a roof.
The ladder went up through a trapdoor. Give me an investigation check.
Wasn't there a way to go downstairs the last time we were here?
No, that was I've since fixed the stairs, but I had at the time I had more limited assets to build stairs with, and there was only downstairs.
Gotcha.
But the intent was for them to go up. Yeah, you spend a few minutes.
Room that had the basement with the monks in it or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, you spend a few minutes, lifting up the rug and knocking around in various places, stomping around. You don't really find anything. No loose floorboards, trapdoors, anything of that sort. It seems all very solid flooring.
What's the deal with the skull?
You're unsure.
Old humanoid skull. Uncertain of the make.
Was there any magic on the skull or no?
No, you did not detect any.
Did anybody touch it?
Yeah.
I mean, I investigated. I don't know if I would have touched it.
I pick it up and look at it.
His name should be Yurik.
Alas.
It's as Wilrose described it. It just seems to be a humanoid skull of some kind. You're not really sure what race it belongs to, but it is. It does seem old, not necessarily fragile, but it looks a little worn and like it was
real?
likely buried at one time.
It looks real. Like it's not like a prop.
Yeah, it seems to be a real bone skull.
Resurrection.
I mean,
see if we can
good.
Well, I don't think there's anything else here. I'm gonna put my ear to the door and just make sure nobody's coming.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, wrong one. Plus 11. Sorry.
What's your plus for perception?
3. Plus 3.
So it's a
6 plus 1.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, to the best of your ability, you don't hear anything beyond the door.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Shall we?
Let's go.
If he opens the door and Parmir's on the other side, Erixus will go invisible.
Carmir or Kaboth?
Kaboth, that guy. You know, the guy.
All right, he opens the door, and
it's the police.
The coast seems clear.
Oh no, it's the cops.
You guys want to see if we can get like a place to stay and see if the Bach shows up tomorrow morning or so?
Hide the
Late
books.
afternoon.
Yeah, we could.
We found literally nothing in his house, right? Aside from the stuff that we raided from his chests.
Yeah.
Oh, we stole a bunch of stuff.
Shut the door so you'll never know we were here.
Yeah, you found the necklace. You found a few potions. There seemed to be a lot of alchemical ingredients in the chest that Wilros found. Like the chest was just packed full of ingredients.
Can we identify the broken necklace?
Yeah, I'll go on the side. I'll put the pearl to my head and take 10 minutes to look at the necklace.
Okay. Yeah, you proceed to cast Identify on it, and you identify it as Kamal's Claws.
What is that?
Ooh. Wow, look at that. It's all you, Matt.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna take the necklace and I'm gonna put it around Rain's neck and like rub his hair a little bit.
Alexis goes. Alexis says yes, and I damn you.
I'm 300 years older than you.
Rub his head. Go, here you go, kid.
God damn it.
Actually, halflings don't live that long, do they?
I think
like less than
humans or something. Like our little hearts just go out sooner.
He's like 20, but more like 60.
Okay.
There you go, kiddo. All you.
Nice.
Thanks.
That looks cool.
Halfling reaches adulthood at the age of 20 and generally lives into the middle of his or her second century.
Oh, okay.
So quite a bit longer than humans, but not elfish long.
All right.
Probably not Dragonborn long either.
No, definitely longer than a Dragonborn.
Oh yeah?
Because they don't live.
Oh yeah, Dragonborns are only like 60, 70 years or something like that. That's why I couldn't play Fulgurin in the Endless End, because he was dead.
Yeah, but they mature very quickly. They mature like in their like 5-6 years or something.
Okay. Yeah, adulthood by 15, live to be around 80. Okay.
Well,
All right.
let's
let's go to the local.
What's the plan? What's the plan?
Yeah, you guys had stayed at the local tavern before on your last visit here, and you guys could certainly find your way back there and spend another night. It is tending towards later in the afternoon here, so you can definitely spend the last few hours of the day in the tavern and head off or get a long rest in and a night's stay here.
Weeknight.
It's Friday.
Is it? Yeah. Is it party night?
Woros,
How busy is the tavern?
Trying to
guess.
put a show up.
As you arrive, it seems a little dead, but as you're there for about an hour or so, and evening starts to set in, it actually gets pretty lively. It seems like most of the town tends to gather here each night and share stories and drinks.
Did I play here last time? I think I did.
I want to say yes. I mean, I think you have in
Got
every
us
tavern you've gone to.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna reach up to the barkeep, keep in my good standing and ask, hey, you mind if I play a set and we could stay the night?
Oh, welcome back, my friend. Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Will Roast tightens the strings on his lyre, his lute rather, and he steps up to the stage.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't the last time we were here, didn't the bartender not want you to play, and they just kind of begrudgingly let you do it?
Yeah, but I think he either nat 20 the performance, or it was like a 19 or something like that. And
Okay, fine.
He didn't want me to play, and then I played his heart out.
Wandered over.
Just like now.
And tonight is no different. Again, Willrose just jams away on the lute and wows the entire crowd. Everybody kind of breaks from their conversations and turns to listen to this alluring performance.
Tonight's song is called "The Ring," the ring across the room.
Oh, yeah, sing us a few verses.
No, that's Will Rose's job. I just named the songs.
All right, you perform your song, and everyone is gives you a rousing round of applause, and a few people come up and toss you a few silver pieces, and one person even gives you a gold.
Nice.
Oh,
This is loaded.
Oh wait, how much gold did?
We haven't split it yet.
We haven't split any of that stuff yet.
It was 19 from before.
How much did I get from the tips?
You got 1 gold piece and 6 silver pieces.
By the way, I'm attuning to
Is
that.
tax deductible?
I watch the.
It's tax deductible.
Yeah, just chilling at the tavern throughout the couple hours that you were here, waiting for the evening to come. Yeah, you would definitely have had time to attune to it while you were here.
How many of us are there for the gold? There's 7 of us? Or
7.
7. So 19 gold and 5 silver.
Yep. And then you should have added 31 earlier from the mayor's house.
Yep, so we can tell.
And all those gems and stuff will get sorted eventually.
$14 gems, estimated to be worth 50 gold piece apiece.
Damn.
All right.
Any worthwhile characters in here?
Just the general townsfolk. You see Caro in there, the bartender who you've met before. The Kabaf is notably missing. However, he still seems to have not returned. And but other than that, most of the people here are farmers or tradesmen of some kind. Not anyone of any particular note.
Fuller takes off to the seedy underbelly of this town.
Did I flirt with Caro in the last round? Last time we were here? I know I convinced her something, but I don't remember what my conversation was.
I think you I remember you convincing her actually to let you spend the night. I think you guys had just come from a battle or something, and you wanted to rest before heading to check out Kabaf's house.
Right. Okay.
That's how you guys end up spending the night here.
Got it.
I don't think you necessarily flirted with her though.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my my cunning goodwill with the barkeep and get her a drink on the house.
All right. He obliges and offers that you guys are free to spend the night free of charge again.
Sweet.
All right, you guys, the night winds down, the crowd makes their way out, and you guys make your way to your rooms for a night's rest, and that is where we will end tonight.
Do we consider this a long rest?
Yeah, you'll be long resting.
I mean, we had a long rest. Last
Yeah, we spent the whole day doing stuff. So
Yeah, it was a long day. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks to everyone for hanging out tonight. And I will be back on Thursday with probably a little PUBG. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to be playing yet. But yeah, I will catch everybody later. Thanks to everybody for hanging out tonight.